She's one of my personal favorite yoga instructors. She's big into Kundalini, Ashtanga, and then human design is also a thing she does. So she's really awesome. I'm all right. You should come with us. It's January 19th to 26th. So if you're interested, let me know. And also all the information is on my website, which is just katieshipkinyoga.com. Okay. Any questions before we start? Yeah, we're just stretching the shoulder. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and get started just in a comfortable seated position. So if you're not already there, find your way there. And if you want to make any little adjustments or take any little movements, sometimes I think it feels really good to just kind of stretch a little bit before settling into stillness. So maybe you want to move your head side to side, roll your shoulders around. Maybe you want to stretch your arms up or even take a little twist. So anything that calls to you right away physically. And then as you are ready, no rush, just settle in, find stillness in your physical body. So lengthen through your spine, lengthen through the back of your neck, close your eyes. And be intentional with where and how you place your hands. So perhaps hands just rest on your lap, palms face down for a little more grounding, palms face up for a little more receptivity. Maybe you want to bring your hands to your heart, or even one hand to your heart space, one hand to your low belly. So with your eyes closed, just take these first few moments to notice, feel, and observe. So notice everything that creates the here and now. So the ground underneath you, the air around you, the air on your skin, the temperature, the texture. And then also notice your inner world. So what's going on inside? What have you brought with you to class today as far as energetically, emotionally? We're not trying to change or fix or control. We're not trying to push any emotions away. We're just noticing what's there. We're noticing what's moving through us. And start to notice your breath. So without changing it just yet, just notice your natural breath, your natural rhythm, the subtle expansion and contraction of each inhale and each exhale. And then next time you breathe in, very intentionally, fill up as big as you can. And when you think you are full, see if you can sip in even a little bit extra at the top. When you're ready, big open mouth sigh to let it go. Ah. Yeah, a couple more times, just like that. Inhale, fill up. Maybe you sit up a little taller and just feel as if you can take up more space, even just energetically. Feel into that fullness, wholeness. And when you're ready, big sigh out your mouth, let it go. Ah. Very nice. One more time, just like that. So biggest inhale you've taken all morning long. Imagine you're waking your body up from the inside. Fill it up with life force energy. Hold in fullness. When you are ready, open mouth sigh, let go. Ah. Ujjayi breath. So seal your lips now. Begin to cultivate that deep diaphragmatic breath. See if you can start to create a sound with your inhales and with your exhales. So the inhale is just like you're taking a really, really deep, slow motion gas. The exhale is like you're fogging up a window with your lips sealed over the breath. So see if you can, just for a moment, explore this breath and explore your own internal rhythm. Find your own internal cadence. Hear it as it moves through you. Make each inhale as long, as big, as spacious as possible. Each exhale all the way to emptiness. And at the end of your exhale, see if you can feel your belly button pull back towards your spine. Feel that connection to your center. You can stay right here for as long as you'd like. So if you want to stay here the entire class, seated meditation, just focusing on your breath, that is fine with me. Whenever you are ready to start moving, let's come forward to our hands and our knees, tabletop position, and just start your own intuitive exploration of your body. So if you don't know where to go, cat-cows is always a great place to begin. Inhale to arch your spine, spinal extension, and exhale to round your back, spinal flexion. So you can go back and forth through these two movements. And then perhaps you begin to get a little more intuitive, a little more creative. So you can circle your hips all the way around. You can come forward towards up dog, cobra. You can sit back into child's pose. Maybe you give yourself a few rounds just resting in your child's pose. Yeah, very nice. So no right or wrong. Just feel into your body today. What feels really good? What feels really strong? What feels open? And then what might feel a little tight or stiff or sore or tender. An invitation to keep your eyes closed for this part. So letting go of your thinking, talking, judging mind, that part of yourself that says, am I doing this right? Do I look weird? What does everybody else look like? Let that disappear and just feel from the inside. Put your awareness in your spinal column. Put your awareness in your shoulders, in your hips, even in your hands, your fingers, your wrists, your forearms. There's so many ways to explore your physical body. So give yourself about 3 to 5 more breaths. Anything that calls to you. And then downward facing dog is our eventual destination. So you can start to find your way back in your own time and even in your own way. So if you want to take a vinyasa to move back into down dog, go for it. If you want to take a hovering tabletop, hover your knees and then slowly lift your hips up and back, go for it. Lots of options, lots of ways to explore. Once you are back in down dog, do very much the same thing. Just keep feeling into it. Keep moving around, big movements or little tiny movements, even little micro movements that I probably don't even see if I'm looking at you, but you feel on the outside. So downward facing dog, maybe you want to pedal out your heels, shift your weight from side to side. Maybe you shake your head yes or no. In your down dog, see if you can find that connection to center. So I always say, imagine you've got an invisible rope attached to your belly button, and it's literally pulling up towards the ceiling and tugging towards the top corner of the back wall. So feel that lift. See if you can really push the ground away. So spread your fingers wide, push the ground away, and imagine you're taking energy from the earth, moving it up through your arms, through your side bodies, all the way up into your center. You can keep a big bend in your knees if it feels better for you here, especially this first down dog. And then can you feel your breath? Big, spacious, powerful. Take one more full round in your down dog. And then at the end of your exhale, just slowly crawl your hands to the back of your mat until you find yourself in a forward fold. So eventually all of the weight comes into your feet. I would recommend feet about hips width distance apart or even wider for this first one. All 10 toes face forward, and then grab opposite elbows for ragdoll, or you can bring your hands behind your head, interlace your fingers at the base of your skull, give the back of your neck some traction. So little or big bend in your knees. Focus on lifting your butt up. So that invisible rope, it's still attached to your belly button. It's pulling straight up towards the sky. Butt lifts as the crown of your head, your forearms get just a little closer to the ground. And then think of a rag doll. Can you embody that? Sway a little side to side, bob a little up and down. That invisible rope is holding you and you're just dangling, bobbing. Let your neck relax, let your head be heavy. Yes, beautiful, you guys. Feel your breath moving through your back body all the way down the backs of your legs. Take one more round. Next time you breathe in, halfway lift position. So spine parallel to the ground, get all the rounding out of your back. Very nice. Exhale, bow and fold. Do that again. So halfway lift as you inhale, spine parallel to the earth. See if you can even feel the length in the back of your neck. Exhale, bow and fold. This time, come through your halfway lift and continue to rise. So leading with your heart all the way to stand. Inhale, arms reach. And exhale, hands to your heart center. Flowing with your breath. Inhale, high mountain, stretch tall. Slow swan dive. So lead with your heart, hinge at your hips, all the way down, forward fold. Beautiful. With your big inhale, spinal extension, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, bow and fold. Uttanasana, navel to spine connection. So feel that. And from that place, lead with your heart, rise up. Inhale, take your arms to the sky. Try to touch the ceiling with your fingertips. Hands to your heart. Exhale. One more time. That's our half sun salute, like a moving meditation. Inhale, reach. Maybe close your eyes as you dive down. See if you can take the entire length of your exhale to dive. Neck relaxes at the bottom. Yeah, nice, Christine. Inhale to your halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Great big inhale. And with your exhale, refold, bow deeply, empty all the way out. Root through your feet, lead with your heart, rise. Inhale, stretch tall, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to your heart center. All right, friends, inhale, take your arms up. And then let's just stretch our side body. So side body stretch of your choice. Maybe right hand to right hip. Maybe you grab your left wrist. Maybe you interlace your fingers and then take it up and over towards the right side of the room. So most of your weight is in your left foot here. Sometimes I like to reach my right tiptoes out to the right just to remind me to keep most of my weight in my left foot. So think of a crescent moon shape with your body. Hips go left. Yeah, as your upper body reaches towards the right wall. Good. Breathe into your left side. So your waistline, the space in between your ribs. Good, Phil. See if you can increase that space just by breathing bigger, deeper. One more round. As you inhale, come back to center, realign, re-lengthen, and then your variation up and over to the other side. Now your weight should be in your right foot, especially present at the inner edge of your right foot. Hips go right, upper body goes left. Keep your right shoulder plugged in. So pull it back and down. Yeah. And then gently tug. If you're holding onto your wrist, gently tug with your left arm. Resist with your right arm. Beautiful poses, you guys. Breathe into your right side body. So your waistline, make it longer. The space in between your ribs, your intercostals, stretch them out. Take one more breath. Nice, Eileen. As you inhale, come back to center. And then as you exhale, hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back and down, shoulder blades squeeze towards your spine. And then if you want more, press your palms together, bend your elbows, and imagine your elbows are magnetized, squeeze them towards each other. So try to keep all of that. And then if you would like, if it's available, start to reach your hands back away from your body. Try not to lock out your elbows. So feel for yourself a little micro bend in your elbows. And then if you want, add a back bend. So heart lifts, not just your head, but your heart. Lift your sternum. Hug in with your inner thighs. Press your hips gently forward. Take one more big inhale into the front of your heart space. Nice, Maddie. Keep your clasp as you exhale. Swan dive down. So hinge at your hips. Lead with your heart, then release your neck at the bottom, but keep your hands clasped, about 3 rounds. Very good. So if it's helpful, bend your knees more. See if you can lift your butt higher. Try to keep your weight forward, more in the pads of your toes, balls of your feet, less in your heels. See if you can lift your butt higher and then lift your knuckles higher. Relax your neck. Take one more big inhale. As you exhale, hands to your low back. Gently release your clasp. Let your arms hang down. You can give them a little shake out if you want. Next time you breathe in, spinal extension, halfway lift, and then plant your hands or your fingertips and ever so slowly crawl your hands to the top of your mat. So with intention and awareness, come into a plank position, top of a push-up. So shoulders over wrists, hips level with your shoulders, spread your fingers wide and really push the ground away. See if you can start to take just little tiny baby rocks forward and back. So almost like you're sawing through wood or cutting through a loaf of bread with your body. So your body doesn't change positions, but you feel it in your hands, your fingers, your feet, your toes, your ankles. Yes, very nice. Next time you inhale, find that little rock forward. So you're on your tippy toes, or knees can come down to modify. Exhale, lower just halfway. Elbows stay over your wrists. Try not to roll your shoulders forward. Inhale, push back up, high plank. Do that one more time. So exhale, little rock forward, lower halfway down, strong arms, strong belly. Very good. Inhale, push up, high plank. And then this time, as slow as you can go, all the way down to your belly, one strong straight line. Beautiful, you guys. Spider-Man Cobra with your inhalation. So hands out wide onto the hardwood floor, lift to your fingertips, elbows face the sky. Inhale, lift your heart. Tone through your low belly, navel to spine, press down through your pelvis. And then exhale, twist to your right side and kind of dip your left shoulder down towards the ground. Nice, Makai. Inhale, back to center, heart lifts, belly tones, press through your pelvis. Other side, exhale, twist. Beautiful. With your breath, one more time, each side. So feel from the inside, feel into your shoulder girdle, feel into your front body, back body, side bodies. Very beautiful movement, everyone. Nice, Mariah. Eventually, an inhale will bring you back to center, and if it feels good, you can hold there for a couple extra breaths. Whenever you're ready, downward facing dog. So find your way back with awareness, with intention. Once you're back in your down dog, you've got about 5 rounds. Ujjayi, big, spacious, full breaths. Feel free to move around to explore. Feel free to just be still. Play with those little tiny micro adjustments on the inside, the ones I can't see, but you can feel. So for example, how would it feel if you press more into your thumbs and index fingers? How would it feel if you externally rotated your shoulders out away from your ears a little bit more? How would it feel if you press so firmly through your hands that you could lengthen the space underneath your armpits? So these places that we don't even pay attention to, start bringing in new awareness. There's always something new to be discovered, even when you've done the same pose 1,000 times. Take one more big inhale into your down dog. And as you exhale, gaze forward to the top of your mat this time, step or hop forward, fold. Once you've arrived, halfway lift, inhale. It's like you're gazing over the edge of a diving board, lengthen. Exhale, bow, let it go. From the press of your feet, lead with your heart, take it all the way to stand. Arms reach, breathe in. Exhale, hands to your heart center. All right, inhale, take your arms up. And as you exhale this time, we'll sit back into chair plane pose. So bend your knees and swing your arms back behind you. So as you swing your arms back, make sure you're not rounding your spine and looking down, but your heart is lifted. So it's like you're doing a cobra pose with your chest. Yeah, for now, weight is in your heels. See if you can pick up your toes and spread them. Beautiful. You should feel a connection to your center. So as you reach your butt back, feel your belly button pull back towards your spine. perfect place to stay, or option for a balance challenge, rock forward onto your tiptoes, lift your heels, drinking bird. Good, nice, Kate. You now have more range of motion in your legs. See if you can bend your knees just a little bit more. Take one more round. Good job. Stay on your tiptoes if you want. High mountain, all the way up as tall as you can grow. And then maybe stay on your tiptoes, slow dive down. So big balance challenge. It helps me if I bend my knees and stick my butt out all the way down, forward fold. Once you take your halfway lift, heels are on the ground. So breathe in and lengthen, heels down. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank, move through your vinyasa however you would like. So you can add a couple push-ups. Nice, and you can skip it all together. You can take it on your knees, substitute cat-cows. Beautiful, Marsha. And then back to downward facing dog. Janie. Ujjayi breath. Feel it and hear it, slow, steady. Feel the expansion and contraction of your entire body as it breathes with you. Next time you inhale, take your right leg to the sky, three-legged down dog. And go ahead today, do whatever feels good. So if you want to keep your hips square and just work the length from your fingertips up to your heel or your toes, perfect. If you want to open your hip, if you want to roll out your ankle, if you want to take a few circles with your right knee. So anything that calls to you in your three-legged dog, but keep the integrity of the posture. So keep pressing through your fingertips. Keep lifting from your center. Try not to sink into your outer left hip. Keep hugging in with your left inner thigh. Good job, you guys. Take one more big inhale and just reach your right leg as long as you possibly can. Strong, powerful. Exhale, right knee to your nose. So scoop out your belly. Stay here as you breathe in. Shoulders over wrists, high on your back. Tippy, tippy toes, push the ground away. And then exhale, step through softly, low lunge. Rise when you are ready, crescent lunge. Front knee over front ankle. High on the ball of your back foot. Rise up, settle in. So the stability in this pose comes by hugging towards midline. So rather than thinking of just going as deep as you can, find stability by hugging in. Front hip pulls back hip pulls forward. It's like you're taking the big long femur bones in your thighs and plugging them into the hip sockets. Yeah, navel to spine connection. And as you do that, you should feel your heart lift a little higher. Your side bodies grow a little longer. Beautiful. See if you can reach up and then even gaze up. Feel your body in crescent lunge right here, right now. Feel your breath moving through you. Your own personal expression. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, hinge forward and reach back, airplane lunge. So just like we did in our chair, same thing, but your legs are just in a different position. Hug in with your inner thighs. Keep a little lift in your heart like you're doing a baby cobra. Back muscles squeeze towards your spine. If you want, you can stay here. Otherwise, we're moving into full airplane. So press into your front foot, lean forward, pull your back foot off the ground. Imagine you're trying to create a smiley face shape from the top of your head back to your heel or back to your toes. If it's helpful, bend your standing leg a little bit more. Yes, very nice. Take one more round, your fullest expression. Heart is lifted, back heel level with front shoulders. End of your exhale, back to crescent lunge, soft landing. Nice, Christine. Arms to the sky, breathe in. Exhale, bring your hands to the ground. All right, let's take a twist. Left hand stays down or left fingertips. Right arm reaches up. You're also welcome to use a block under your left hand if you've got one. So feel the twist coming from right underneath your rib cage. Your legs are strong, especially your back leg. It's like the power of the pose is coming from your back leg. And then imagine you're trying to pull your right hip back, but at the same time, your right knee is hugging towards your left armpit. Take one more great big breath and see if you can work your twist a little bit deeper from the inside. End of your exhale, let it go. Pivot your back heel down, so back foot parallel to the back edge of your mat. And then warrior two, windmill your arms up. Settle in, right toes face directly forward, left toes face directly towards the left side of the room. And then if it feels like your butt's sticking out behind you, see if you can really wrap your right butt cheek underneath you. Get your right knee to track towards your pinky toe rather than feeling like it's falling inward towards your big toe. Next time you breathe in, reverse warrior. So front palm rotates up, reach up, try to touch the ceiling, then reach slightly back. Don't forget about the deep bend in your front knee. Good, Andre. Keep tracking your front knee towards your pinky toe. If you would like, you can take your own variation. So sometimes I like to grab my right wrist with my left hand. Sometimes I like to take my left arm behind me, reach it towards the front wall. Wherever you've chosen to go, breathe. See if you can lift your right rib cage up away from your right hip. Take one more inhale. Good job. Exhale, side angle. So come through your warrior two. Reach forward like you want to touch the front wall and then tip it over. So right hand towards the ground, left arm towards the sky. Keep everything open, heart open, shoulders open, hips open. Maybe left arm reaches forward towards me, towards the front wall, so lengthening through your left side. If a half bind or a full bind is in your practice and you want to go there, feel free. Take about 2 more rounds, strong, rooted through your feet. Right butt cheek wraps underneath you. Keep breathing. Next time you inhale, press into your feet and rise up. Reach both arms to the sky, straighten your front leg, parallel your feet. Exhale, swan dive down, wide-legged forward fold. Wherever you want to go, about 5 breaths. So feel free, move around, explore in your own way. Or just find stillness and work your forward fold with each breath you take. Notice where are you holding the weight in your feet. Try not to rock back into your heels. Think butt towards the sky, crown towards the ground. End of each exhale, navel to spine connection. So use your breath. Good job, you guys. Very nice poses. Take about 2 more rounds. Soften through your face, unclench your jaw. Next time you breathe in, find a halfway lift position, fingertips on the ground. So bend your knees as much as needed. Crawl your hands to the top of your mat. Rotate your toes to face forward. And then from here, just for a moment, standing splits. Take your left leg to the sky. So crown towards the ground, left leg reaches as high as possible, even if that's 2 inches away from the ground. I don't care. Find your own personal edge. Take just one more in breath. And then exhale, tiny little potato ball. So bring your left foot next to your right foot, big toes touch, little gap in between your heels, tuck and curl. So get nice and small. Heels can either lift intentionally or heels can press towards the ground intentionally. Hands can stay down to help with balance, or option to wrap your arms around your shins and get as small, as compact as you can. Breathe into your back body and see if you can feel the space in between your back ribs expand with each inhale. Nice job, you guys. Take one more round and give yourself a big squeeze if you got your arms wrapped. Inhale to a halfway lift position. So stick your butt out, lengthen your spine, heels on the ground. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back, Chaturanga Dandasana. So your vinyasa, your way. Skip it if you'd rather. Meet back in downward facing dog. Reconnect to your breath. Slow, steady, spacious. Next time you breathe in, take your left leg to the sky. So again, whatever calls to you, whatever you want to do with your left leg. So keep it strong, keep your hips square or open your hips, roll out your ankles, circle your knee. Feeling into your pose, breathing into your pose. All the little spaces inside, you should be able to move your breath into every little space. So if it feels like your breath gets stuck somewhere, how can you adjust to change that, to let your breath flow more freely. Next time you inhale, left leg reaches as high as possible, just stretch, lengthen. Exhale, left knee to your nose. So scoop out your belly, shoulders over wrist, stay for your in-breath, push the ground away. Maybe lift your waistline a little bit higher. Exhale, step through low lunge. Very nice, rise as you are ready, crescent lunge. So front knee over front ankle, high on the ball of your back foot. And I always teach crescent because I just strongly prefer it. But if you'd rather take a warrior one, that's fine with me. If you are in crescent, make sure your back toes and your back hip face directly forward, not out to the right. So hips are completely square, and then plug the femur bones into the hip sockets. Pull your front hip back hip forward. Tone your low abdominals. Yes, nice, Marriott. Lift your heart, reach through your fingertips, maybe even gaze up. So your lower body is your strong foundation. Your upper body is your unique expression. Feel into your expression. How does it feel to be in crescent lunge in your body today? Feel your breath move through you. Sometimes I even try to make a little smile on my face, just a little more pleasant, so it doesn't feel like you're being so tortured. Take one more big inhale. Yeah, very good. Exhale, bring your arms behind you as you hinge forward. So we've got our airplane lunge. Keep squeezing through your inner thighs. Keep your heart slightly lifted, your gaze slightly forward rather than straight down. Whenever you are ready, launch into your full airplane. So back foot floats up. Yeah. Think of a smiley face shape. So keep your heart lifted and then use the strength in your inner thighs to get your back heel level with your front shoulders. Beautiful work. Nice, Julie. Take one more round, your fullest expression. Back muscles hug towards your spine. End of your exhale, back to crescent. Soft landing if possible. Arms reach up, gaze up. Exhale, hands come down. Twist. So right hand or right fingertip stay on the ground, left arm to the sky. Good, Hannah. So open up through the left side of your heart, left side of your chest. Back leg strong, powerful, like the power of the pose comes from your back leg. Try to pull your front hip back, but at the same time, your front knee is hugging towards your right armpit. Breathe down to your belly. Use your exhale to twist, twist, twist. Last round. Nice work, you guys. End of your exhale. Let it go. Pivot your back heel down. So back foot parallel to the back edge of your mat. And then cartwheel your arms up. Virabhadrasana 2, warrior 2. So take a moment to settle in. Left knee tracks towards your pinky toe. So really press into the outer edges of your feet. Hips are open. Heart is open. Shoulders are open. So your left knee faces forward. Your left fingers face forward. Your gaze goes forward. But everything else is open towards the right side of the room. Next time you inhale, reverse your warrior. Front palm rotates up. Reach up, reach back. Keep lunging deeply into your front leg. And then lift your left rib cage up away from your left hip. Create more space there. Beautiful. Nice job, you guys. If there is a variation you want to play with, you want to explore, please feel free. Soften your face, unclench your jaw. Feel your pose in this moment. Feel your breath. Good, Shauna. Take one more big inhale. Reach through your fingertips. Exhale, side angle. So legs stay the same. Come through your warrior 2. Reach forward like you want to touch the front wall. Left hand towards the ground, right arm towards the sky. So try not to collapse through your upper body. Imagine your heart wants to look up at the sky. Maybe right arm reaches forward, maybe half bind or full bind if it's in your practice, and if you feel like it would be skillful, beneficial for you in this moment. Keep tracking your front knee open towards your pinky toe. Stay rooted through your back foot, strong through both legs. Nice, Makai. Good job, everybody. Take one or two more big, deep breaths, feeling into your pose. Even if it's challenging, even if it's uncomfortable, just soften around that. Next time you inhale, rise up, both arms to the sky, straighten your front leg, parallel your feet. Exhale, swan dive down, wide-legged forward fold. Anywhere you'd like to go, about 5 breaths. So you can do exactly what you did on the other side, or you can try something completely different. Totally up to you. Wherever you choose to go, your breath is right there with you. Slow, steady, intentional, spacious. Soft face, soft forehead, jaw, cheeks, even eyelids. Nice job, friends. If you are working somewhere, slowly start to come back. Awesome, Jen. Next time you breathe in, find a halfway lift, fingertips on the ground. And then crawl your hands to the top of your mat, rotate your toes to face forward, standing split. So left foot roots, right leg high, just for a moment, like a one-legged forward fold. Your gaze is not forward or even down, but it's back or up towards the ceiling, up towards your belly button. So let your neck relax. Take one more inhale, reach a little bit higher, lengthen. Beautiful, exhale, tiny little potato bug ball. So right foot comes down next to left, big toes touch, little gap in between your heels, tuck and curl. So get as small as you can. And then just for fun, this time, if you would like, option to turn it into a toe stand. So a little balance challenge. You'll squeeze in with your inner heels, inner thighs, inner knees, and point your knees straight forward, hands to your heart. So balancing on your tiptoes or stay in your tiny little potato bug ball. Take about 2 more rounds. The key to the balance is hugging in towards midline. Staying connected to your center. Nice job, everybody. Next time you inhale, halfway lift position, heels down, spine parallel to the ground. Exhale, bow and fold. Root through your feet. Reverse swan dive all the way to stand. Arms to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart center. All right, breath to movement. Let's flow. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, you choose chair plane or drinking bird. So bend your knees, swing your arms back, maybe lift to your tiptoes. Stay on your tiptoes if you'd like. High mountain, all the way up as tall as you can grow. Squeeze through the front of your thighs. Maybe stay on your tiptoes as you slowly dive down. Exhale, forward fold. Big breaths, halfway lift, inhale. And exhale, plant your hands, step back. Try to keep that exhale going as you lower, chaturanga. Heart lifts, breathe in. Keep your shoulders back and down. Hips lift, breathe out. Good, you guys. Inhale your right leg to the sky. So as long, as strong as you can make it. Now use your core strength. Exhale, step your right foot forward softly. Beautiful, nice. And inhale, crescent lunge. Rise up, reach up, maybe even gaze up. Exhale, your choice, airplane lunge or full airplane. So option to fly if you want. Back foot floats up, feel your pose. Then inhale, come back to crescent lunge, soft landing. Good. Exhale, hands to the earth. No rush, even in the transitions. Inhale, twist, right arm to the sky. Follow with your gaze. Gaze up at your right fingertips. Exhale, let it go. Pivot your back heel down. Listen, reverse warrior. So all the way up and back. Reach, lengthen. Exhale, side angle, reach forward and then tip it over all the way to empty. Inhale, rise up, reach up, straighten your front leg, parallel your feet. Exhale, swan dive down, crown towards the ground, butt towards the sky, navel to spine, all the way to empty. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips on the ground. Exhale, spider crawl your hands forward, rotate your toes forward. Inhale, standing splits, left leg floats high. Exhale, tiny little potato bug ball. Get small, curl in, empty out. Halfway lift, breathe in, heels down, spine long. And exhale, plant your hands, feet to the back of your mat. Chaturanga Dandasana, lower down. Inhale into your back bend. Rather than just moving through it, feel it first. Then exhale back to down dog. Nice work. Inhale, left leg to the sky, three-legged. Exhale, use your core. Step your left foot forward as soft as you can. Good. Feel, rise up, crescent lunge, strong legs. Going through your belly, lift your heart, lift your gaze, feel your posture. Exhale, yogi's choice, airplane lunge or fly. Back foot floats up. Beautiful, nice, Eileen. Come back, crescent lunge, soft landing, arms reach. Good, hand up, maybe gaze up. Exhale, hands to the earth. Right hand stays grounded. Inhale, twist, left arm to the sky. Follow with your gaze. Open up through the left side of your heart. Exhale, let it go. Pivot your back heel down. Reverse warrior. So with your inhale, all the way up and back. Reach up, reach back. Exhale, side angle. Reach forward and tip it over all the way to empty in your breath. Inhale, press into your feet, rise up, both arms to the sky, straighten your front leg, parallel your feet, swan dive down, exhale, wide-legged forward fold, crown to the ground, butt towards the sky, navel to spine, halfway lift, inhale, fingertips down, bend your knees as much as you need to. Exhale, walk your hands forward, rotate your toes forward, low lunge. Inhale, standing splits. If you want to play with a little handstand hop, go for it. Exhale, tiny little potato bug ball. Get small. Inhale, halfway lift position. Heels down, spine long. Exhale, bow and fold. Ha. Root through your feet. Reverse swan dive all the way up. Inhale, stretch your arms up, gaze up, lengthen. Hands to heart, exhale. One more round, listen for a few changes. Inhale, reach up. We're gonna add our side body stretch to the right. So as you exhale, up and over to the right, center your hips to the left. Inhale, back through center. Other side, exhale, up and over. Inhale, back to center. And then listen, exhale. Baby back bend, cactus your arms, curl open, bottom tips of shoulder blades squeeze. Inhale, re-extend, realign. Now, chair plane or drinking bird. Exhale, bend your knees, swing your arms back, maybe float to tiptoes. Stay on your tiptoes if you'd like. High mountain, as tall as you can grow. Maybe stay on your tiptoes as you take your swan dive down. Exhale, stick your butt up behind you. Nice, Mariah, with your in-breath. Heels are on the ground, halfway lift. And exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Keep that exhale going as you lower, chaturanga. Heart lifts, breathe in, shoulders back and down, nice cam. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, listen here. Inhale your right leg to the sky. You can stay here and hold, or exhale, right knee, left elbow, or as close as you can come. So use your obliques. Good. Inhale, three-legged. Stretch it out, lengthen. Exhale, right knee, right elbow, or aim for your armpit. Maybe even add a little push-up. Don't let your butt drop down. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, everybody, knee to your nose, then step forward, low lunge. Nice work. Inhale, crescent lunge, slow rise. Lift your heart, lift your gaze, strong through your legs. Exhale, you choose airplane lunge or full airplane. Option to fly, back leg strong, heart lifted. Beautiful, nice, Natty. Back to crescent lunge, soft landing. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the earth. Ah. Twist as you breathe in, right arm to the sky. Open up. Exhale, let it go. Pivot your back heel down. Reverse warrior all the way up. Reach up, reach back. Exhale, side angle. Reach forward, tip it over all the way to empty in your breath. Inhale, rise. Both arms to the sky. Straighten your front leg, parallel your feet. Take your swan dive down. Traction out your spine as you dive. Breathe in, halfway lift position, fingertips on the ground. Exhale, walk your hands forward back to a low lunge. Inhale, standing splits. Now listen, we're gonna pause here. You can hold in your standing splits or option for balancing half moon. So if you're taking half moon, lengthen your spine like you're doing a halfway lift. Right hand stays on the ground. Left arm can either reach up or maybe left hand to your hip. Allow your hips to open, shoulders to open, heart to open. Yes. If your back leg is straight, strong, and powerful, maybe you want to bend your knee and work into a bind. So only if you can hold the pose in integrity. Don't force it. Good job, you guys. Wherever you are at in this moment, find your fullest expression. Take one more great, big, huge inhalation. And then as you exhale, slowly forward fold top of your mat. So nice and easy release, step down. Maybe give your legs just a little shake out. Bring your big toes to touch if they're not already. Next time you exhale, find your tiny little potato bug ball. So just tuck and curl, get small. Coming back into our flow, halfway lift, heels down, spine long. Exhale, plant your hands, step or float back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Heart lifts as you breathe in, nice Jen. Hips lift as you breathe out, downward facing dog pose. All right, big inhale, your left leg to the sky. You're welcome to stay here and hold, or exhale, left knee, right elbow. Get as close as you can, little twist. Good, Sarah. Inhale, three-legged dog. Stretch and lengthen. Exhale, left to left. Aim high. Add a push-up if you want. Don't let your butt drop. Nice. And inhale, back up, three-legged. And then everybody, knee to your nose as you exhale. Softly step through low lunge. With your in-breath, rise up, crescent. Lift your heart, lift your gaze. And one more time, airplane lunge or fly. Back foot floats up, heart stays lifted. Feel your pose. Then come back, crescent lunge, soft landing. Breathe in. Exhale, hands to the earth. Slow, intentional movement. Inhale, twist, left arm to the sky. Open up through the left side of your heart. Exhale, let it go. Back heel pivots down. Reverse warrior. So rise up, reach back. Keep that deep bend in your front knee. Exhale, side angle. Come through center, reach forward, and then tip it over. Left hand down, right arm up, or right arm forward. Inhale, rise. One last time. Arms reach, straighten your front leg, parallel your feet. Swan dive down all the way to empty in your breath, navel to spine connection. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips on the ground, bend your knees as much as needed. Crawl your hands forward, exhale, low lunge. All right, standing split, right leg floats high. Perfect place to stay. You can stay here and explore here, or option for balancing half moon. So start to get your spine a little bit longer, like it's in a halfway lift. Left hand stays down, or left fingertips. You could also use a block under your left hand. Right arm to the sky, right hand to right hip. Up to you. If your right leg is strong, powerful, you feel like you've got this. You feel like you're supported in this posture. There's structure to hold you. Maybe you move into the bind, Ardha Chandra Chapasana. Reach back, grab hold of your right foot. So bend your right knee, grab hold of your right foot, and then start to work it from there. Kick foot into hand, pull hand back into foot. Wherever you are, your fullest expression. One more great big inhale. Nice job, you guys. Exhale, nice and easy, forward fold. So bring your right foot down. You can give your legs a little shake out. Bring your big toes to touch if they're not already, and then find your tiny little potato bug ball when you're ready. Stay in your potato bug ball or toe stand if you'd rather. And then I saw Maddie last time. She took her knees out really wide. So if you want to play with that instead, feel free. Like you're doing Baddha Konasana, cobbler's pose, but you're balancing on your tiptoes. Yes, good. Slow, steady breaths wherever you are. Slow, deep. So you're calm and relaxed, focused and alert all at the same time. Take one more round. Next time you inhale, come back to a halfway lift position. So heels down, spine long. And then this time, plant your hands, step your feet back, move through your vinyasa. End up either in child's pose, hero's pose, so just kneeling position, seated meditation, or if down dog works as a resting pose for you, that's fine too. So just somewhere you can reconnect, you can recalibrate, almost like we're coming back to the very beginning of our practice and you're just noticing, you're just feeling, you're just observing. To feel all that energy that we've stirred up moving through you. Feel your breath. If it has sped up, slow it down, smooth it out. If open mouth exhales would feel good to you, take them. I think an open mouth exhale is such a good way to just let go of any stuck energy. So rather than feeling like you're forcing air out or you're pushing air out, think of that open mouth sigh. Just as a letting go. Take about 2 more rounds. Soften your face, unclench your jaw. Meet up in a tabletop position, hands and knees. All right, from hands and knees, we'll take modified side plank on our right hand and our right knee. So pivot on your right knee, your right foot comes out like a little kickstand behind you. Left leg reaches back and then left arm up, modified side plank. Your left arm can keep reaching up, or maybe you take your left arm forward towards the front of the room. Your left foot can stay on the ground, or you can float your left leg up, make it strong and powerful. So this is just like our balancing half moon, but now we're on our hands and our knee. So see if you can take it a little bit further, perhaps. Stay here if you want. Otherwise, bend your left knee, reach back, grab hold of your left foot. Kick foot into hand, pull hand back into foot. Rather than kicking your foot up, try to kick your foot back and rotate your heart to look up. So hips forward, heart looks up, breathe down into your low belly. Yes, awesome, Jen. Take one more round, your fullest expression. End of your exhale, slowly release, unwind, come back to hands and knees. From hands and knees, take your right leg straight out to the right, toes face directly forward, and heel comes straight out from your hip. Take your left arm out to the left, and then inhale all the way up to the sky, reach up. Exhale, thread your left arm underneath you. So reach through as far as you can. Come down to gently rest on the outside of your shoulder, outside of your head. Anywhere you would like to take this posture. So any exploration that calls to you. So Julie, other arm underneath. You were right with your leg, just other arm. Yep. Perfect. And then see if you can feel your breath in your back body. So upper back, mid back, low back expands every time you breathe in. So if I were to come over and put my hands on your back, I would be able to feel, are you inhaling or exhaling? See if you can find that connection of navel to spine at the bottom of each exhale. Take about 2 more. Very nice, you guys. If you do happen to have your right hand lifted, bring your right hand back to the earth. And then next time you breathe in, unthread your left arm, reach it all the way up one more time, as high as you can. Good, and then exhale, set your left hand down. Now pick up your right foot and swing your right leg all the way over so your right tiptoes come off the left side of your yoga mat. Pull your hips over to the right as you gaze back over your left shoulder. So I personally like to bend my left elbow, almost coming down to my left forearm, and then I kind of round my back and push the ground away. So try to find the sweet spot for you. You might rock a little bit forward, a little bit back. You might arch a little bit. Take one more big breath. Yeah, good. And then come back to tabletop, hands and knees. Take it back to downward facing dog. All right. From your down dog, inhale your right leg to the sky. And then everybody open up your right hip. So bend your right knee, reach your right knee out and then up like you're stacking your right hip on top of left. Perfect place to stay. Option if you would like to flip your dog. So right foot comes down behind you, right arm reaches forward, heart forward, press your hips up, breathe all the way down into your belly. Those of you in the back, bend one more big inhale. Exhale, come back, three-legged down dog, and see if you can square off your hips. So right leg extended, hips square. Take one more big in-breath to lengthen. Exhale, right foot steps forward, low lunge. Now listen, from your low lunge, we're going to rise all the way up into standing step. So press into your right foot, rise up, arms to the sky, left knee lifts. We're going to go back and forth a few times through those two poses. So on an exhale, you'll slowly come back into low lunge. See if you can make fingertips and toes touch at the exact same time. Moving with your breath up and down, back and forth. Slow, intentional movement. Good. If you want more, you can extend your left leg at the top and slowly come back. Fingertips and toes touch at the same time. Keep going. We want to build some heat in our right leg, especially our right hip. Hug in with your inner thighs. Stay connected to your center. Stay connected to your breath. Slow, intentional movement. Good. Beautiful, everybody. Take one or two more. If you feel that heat building in your right leg, awesome. That's what we're going for. Finish the round you are on. End up in a low lunge position once again. No hurry. Once you're in your low lunge, my friends, we're gonna take it back to a three-legged down dog, right leg to the sky. And then whenever you're ready, pigeon pose, right shin to the top of your mat. So now that we've heated up our right hip, we're gonna stretch it out. For pigeon, try not to just sink into your hips. So make sure your right knee is wider than your hip. It's towards the outer right edge of your mat rather than midline. So not here, but here if possible. And then pull your right hip back, left hip forward. Same way we do in crescent lunge. So we're building the structure and then we're settling into the stretch. So the biggest thing, we don't want to hyperextend. We don't want to exploit the hypermobility in our joints. Especially women usually have pretty hypermobile hips. So your practice is just as much stability as it is mobility. Try not to let your right butt cheek rest on the ground, but keep it hovering slightly above. Yeah. If you'd rather take this pose on your back or in a seat, if it serves you better there, always, that is your choice. Big, deep breaths. Good job, you guys. Good awareness. I love it. Soften your face, unclench your jaw. And that sensation in your hips, rather than resisting it, embrace it, allow it, soften around it. Thanks, Jamie. Good job. Take about 5 more. Exhale out your mouth anytime. Invitation to take your last breath here with me. So next time you inhale, just fill up as big as you can. Hold in fullness, sip in a little bit extra. And big sigh. Ah, good. Slowly begin to lift your upper body. And then listen, we're going to move into a 3-legged tabletop. So we'll plant our hands, tuck our back toes, and scoot our back knee forward. Then take your right leg out from under you, unthread it, give it a nice little shake out. And then once you've given it a nice little shake out, you're gonna pivot on your left knee so your left foot comes out behind you, right arm to the sky. You're in modified side plank facing the right side of the room. So open up, press your hips gently forward. Maybe reach your right arm forward towards the front wall, lengthening through your right side body. So feel the similarity of this pose and you're balancing half moon. It's the exact same thing, but you're on your hand and your knee right now, so it's a little bit easier. Stay right here or bend your right knee, reach back and grab hold of your right foot. Once you've got it, start to work the pose deeper. So kick foot into hand, pull hand back into foot. I know it's so tempting to kick your foot up, it's easier, but try to kick your foot back and then rotate your heart to look up. Press your hips forward, breathe down into your belly. Beautiful, one more full round, your fullest expression. Good job, nice Andre. End of your exhale, slow release. Come back to hands and knees. From hands and knees, take your left leg straight out to the left, toes face forward. Your heel comes straight out from your hip, right arm out to the right, and then all the way up to the sky. Breathe in. Exhale, thread your right arm through. So reach, 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 and then come down to rest on the outside of your shoulder, outside of your head. Wherever you want to take this pose on this side. Breathe into your back body. Each exhalation all the way to emptiness. Find that navel to spine connection at the bottom of each exhale. Uddiyana Bandha, your core lock. Nice job, you guys. About 2 more rounds. Slow, steady breath. If you do happen to have your left hand lifted, slowly return your left palm back to the ground. And then next time you breathe in, unthread your right arm, reach it all the way up one more time as high as you can. Sometimes it's helpful to come up to your left fingertips. And then set your left hand down, or excuse me, your right hand down, exhale. Pick up your left foot, swing your left leg all the way over. So left tiptoes come off the right side of your yoga mat. Pull your hips over to the left as you gaze back over your right shoulder. Maybe bending one or both arms, maybe rounding a little, maybe arching a little, maybe rocking forward or back. Just feeling into it, creating more space. Take one more great big breath. Nice job. Back to hands and knees, tabletop. Back to downward facing dog. You are almost there. So I know your body is tired. I know your muscles are fatigued, but your breath is brand new every time you breathe in. So use your breath to power you through the rest of your practice from the inside. Next inhale, left leg to the sky. Try not to move anything else. So don't move your hands, don't move your shoulders. Peel your left hip open. Bend your knee, reach your knee out and up. So it's like your left hip is a hinge on a door. Your left leg is the door. It just swings open. Take one more inhale. Maybe lift your left knee a little bit higher. Stay here, or option to flip your dog. Left foot comes down. Yes, good, Shauna. Left arm forward, heart forward. Press your hips up. Feel your back muscles squeezing around your spine. One last big in-breath. And then come back. Everybody, three-legged down dog, left leg extended high, and see if you can square off your hips. So learn to feel the difference. Take one more in-breath, lengthen. Exhale, left foot steps forward, low lunge. Now we're gonna start going back and forth. So as you inhale, standing stacks, rise up, reach up, lift your right knee. You can even extend your right leg for more intensity. And then slowly back to low lunge. Fingers and toes touch at the same time. Continue that movement up and down, back and forth. Really pressing down into your left foot as you rise. Really staying connected to your center as you find your way back. And if you're wobbling, if you're falling in and out, that's totally fine. That's why we are here. We're practicing. So meet yourself exactly where you're at. Nice, Cam. Let the heat build in your left leg, especially your left hip. Take about 2 more, slow, steady, very intentional. I think that's one of the biggest differences of yoga and any other physical practice is this focus, this presence, the connection to breath. Finish the round you are on, absolutely no rush. End up back in a low lunge position. Good. Once you are in your low lunge, no hurry. Take your left leg back and up, three-legged down dog. And then pigeon pose. So when you're ready, left shin to the top of your mat, gently set your body down. Left knee, try to get it towards the outer left edge of your mat rather than midline. So to get the external rotation in your hip, you got to take your left knee out a little wider. Yeah, good adjustment, Julie. And then pull your left hip back, pull your right hip forward. So plug those femur bones into the hip sockets. Keep pulling your left hip back as you take your heart forward and down. Good, Makai. Nice job, everybody. Big, spacious breath. Notice if you are clenching your jaw, you are furrowing your brow or tightening through your forehead. See if just by bringing awareness to those tight spaces, those hard edges, you can begin to soften. You can let energy flow through. I like to imagine, what would it feel like if I could soften through my heart? So just even energetic adjustments, feel into them. Calm and relaxed, focused and alert, all at the same time. Good, everyone. Take about 3 more big, spacious breaths. Invitation to take your last breath here with me if you'd like. The next time you breathe in, just fill up as big as you possibly can. Hold in that fullness. See if you can spin a little bit more. And then big sigh out your mouth. Ah. Good. Coming into a three-legged tabletop again. So lift your upper body, plant your hands, curl your back toes under, and kind of scooch your back knee forward. Unthread your left leg, take it back, give it a nice little shake out. And then this time, just set your left knee down. And you can either, just like we did at the very beginning, take some intuitive movement from hands and knees. Or if a down dog would feel nice to just stretch one last time. If you want to take a vinyasa, one final vinyasa, now is your time. If you don't want to move at all and you just want to sit back into a child's pose, perfectly fine. Give yourself about 3 more breaths, whatever calls to you. Good, everyone. Meet on hands and knees, tabletop position. And then from there, start to find your way onto your back. So however you want to transition and whichever direction you would like to face, I really don't care. Once you are down on your back, take a full body stretch. So arms overhead, legs forward. Like you're pulling yourself apart, like you're Stretch Armstrong. Someone's pulling on your wrist, pulling on your ankles. And then notice if as you reach, your ribs lift a lot. See if you can press down through your back ribs. Take one more big inhale. And then exhale, draw your knees towards your belly. Gentle rock from side to side. Massage your low back against the ground. After a few rocks, supine spinal twist of your choice. Legs to the right, left arm out to the left, or cactus with your left arm against the ground. So it can be as simple as just letting your knees fall over to the right, or maybe you want to cross your legs, maybe you want to straighten one leg. The most gentle variation is a windshield wiper variation. So feet at the width of your yoga mat, and then just let your knees fall over to the right. Keep your shoulders square towards the sky and feel your breath still traveling down to your low belly, your low back. Exhale all the way to empty every time. After about 4 or 5 rounds on this side, just slowly find your way to the other side. You can take a moment as you come through center to neutralize. So maybe taking a little rock, maybe giving your knees a big squeeze. At this point, you can start to let your breath become just a little more effortless. You can start to let it dissipate a little bit. Give more and more of your weight to the ground, to the earth. Let yourself just be held. Take your time, so please don't feel rushed. But when you feel pretty even on both sides with your twist, come back to center and finish off your own practice with any poses that your body is still craving, still calling for. So I personally always love a happy baby at the end of my practice. Maybe there's some sort of inversion you want to take, one last heart opener, one last hip opener. Or maybe you just want to roll out your ankles, roll out your wrists. Maybe you even want to go straight into your Shavasana. So everybody slowly, in about your next 10 breaths, start a transition into your final relaxation. And as you make your way there, I have a reading for you. It's one of my most favorites by David White. It's called Close. Close is what we almost always are. Close to happiness, close to another, close to leaving, close to tears, close to God, close to losing faith, close to being done, close to saying something, close to success, or even with the greatest sense of satisfaction, close to giving the whole thing up. Our human essence lies not in arrival, but in being almost there. We are creatures who are on the way, our journey a series of impending, anticipated arrivals. We live by unconsciously measuring the inverse distances of our proximity, an intimacy calibrated by the vulnerability we feel in giving up our sense of separation. Human beings do not find their essence through fulfillment or even eventual arrival, but by staying close to the way they like to travel, to the way they hold the conversation between the ground on which they stand and the horizon to which they go. We are, in effect, always close to the ultimate secret, that we are more real in our simple wish to find a way than any destination we could ever reach. The step between not understanding that and understanding that is as close as we get to happiness. For these last few moments, let go of any arrival, let go of any destination, and just be exactly where you are, as you are, how you are. Let your breath be effortless and let your body just rest and soak in all the efforts, all the energy of your practice. Shavasana. Take a deep breath in. And then let it go. Big sigh, soften even more. And just slowly begin to bring gentle movement back into your fingers, toes, whatever feels good. Maybe even give yourself a little temple massage or forehead massage. As you're ready, slowly find your way onto either side, a nurturing fetal position. And just take one last moment to rest. Give all your weight to the ground as you curl into yourself, this nurturing pose. So as you rest here in fetal position, imagine some sort of feminine energy. Maybe it's your own inner feminine, maybe it's Mother Earth. There's some sort of feminine energy coming and wrapping her arms around you, holding you, enveloping you. And let yourself feel for a moment, let yourself embody what it feels like to be held, to be cradled, to be nurtured, to be mothered. Even as an adult, let yourself have that for a moment. And then using the strength in your arms, begin to guide yourself up into seated meditation. So right back where we began, sitting, facing towards the front of your mat, front of our space. Eyes closed, hands gathered to your heart center. Bow your head to your own heart and just acknowledge yourself for making the effort, taking the time to show up on your mat, to do your practice, to connect with a deeper place inside of you. Thank you so much for letting me guide you. Namaste. Thank you. I love you all. You're amazing. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. And I'll see you. Want to see you hopefully soon. I'm planning on being here. I have my Mexico yoga retreat the first week of August, but I have no other plans before then. So you're welcome. Thank you.